Hey there, it's Peacekeeperalex and the Psychic Wargamers. This is going to be the Psychic Wargamers Total War Warhammer 2, the Empire Campaign Let's Play number 9, and the Psychic Wargamers stream number 73. Let's carry on. So as you can see, we do have our territories, and we're still at war with these blood dragons, these vampire counts. Certain kind. Specifically, they have two settlements left. They have Kerik Asgaraz, which we're maneuvering towards them, but then they also have the Blood Keep, which I hadn't seen earlier. You can see one of their heroes, Camilla von Woldenhof, enemy vampire shadows hero, sitting right near Weisenberg. We have a fairly decent amount of settlements these days. You can see Fort Sol, Fydorf, Weisenberg, Averheim, Nuln, Grunberg, Uberpsych, Montfort, Helmgott, Eilhart, and Altdorf. And we do have some buildings to construct. And they're really the only enemy we're at war with currently, so we don't have to worry too much about the others. We're still building armies here and there. You can see in Grunberg.
Yes, my lord.
Grunberg, Averheim, and there was one in Altdorf, but I think we moved him off. Here, Weigelwolf. He's moving with some decent infantry here. We got Imperial Foot, 4 units, 6 units, technically speaking. Averland Halberdiers, Drakewold, Crimson Defiance, Flaglants, Leopold, Leopard Archers, some crossbow and pistoliers, and we're maneuvering over to Kerik Asgaraz.
Praise be to Sigmar!
What else? We've got 2,000 we can wait here. I think we're gonna not build more units. But we also have buildings that we can construct. No, wait for unassigned skill points. Fervent. This is this. So it's Valmir Weitzenheimer, General of the Empire. Full plate armor, plus 15 armor. Move off that. We got another guy to do here. It's Maternus Southernhof, Survival Expert. Campaign movement range plus 5%, campaign line of sight plus 5%, casualty replenishment plus 5%. I'll also do Experienced Hunter, plus 12% for Huntsman and Archer's range. So we'll leave that. We have another one. Weigelwolf himself. The Work of God, Missile Resistance, 50% for Flaglants units. And War Eternal. Blessed Holy War, plus 12% for Flaglants units. Flagellants. Yes, those guys with the really fanatical disposition. We're going to do Blessed Holy War, plus 12% speed for Flagellants. Flagellants. Charge bonus plus 30%. I am a psychic medium that discerns spiritual around oneself. There's sometimes discussion throughout them, but as of late there hasn't been too much discussion. I usually just focus on the gaming itself, but sometimes there is discussions about spirituality, one of which happens to do. But this one, it's sort of Spirit's kind of pointing me towards here the fact of that there is species in other dimensional that remind similar of some of the depictions that have been created through pop culture and film and things of that nature. So, for example, vampires. I'm told that vampires exist in multiple dimensional existences. And that's just really cool that we would come up with a thought-to-be fictional concept in certain manners, and it actually being a truth within the spirit, a real species in a certain sense. And that was one of those things where... Oh, it's one of those things where I think that sort of seeped through pop culture and a certain kind of subconscious, even in regards to fictional, well, obviously in regards to fictional writers, in regards to what they're coming up with. So, non-fiction making it through to what some think is fiction. Already carry moving on here. Weigelwolf over to Kerik Asgaraz. Alright, unassigned skill point. We have more skill points to give to our generals here, so obviously a lot of things happening. Emperor's Finest. Melee attack +4 for spearmen, swordsmen, flagellants, and halberdiers units. We also have melee defense +6 for spearmen, swordsmen, flagellants, and halberdiers. So there we go. Got that going, and hero not moving. We do have a hero, Heinz. Heinz Albrecht. We're going to move him over to Whiterloo, replenish troops. Lord not moved. Felix Orr. Okay, so we do have another army here. Full army, and he's healing in Averheim. I think moving him to Weissenberg would be a more wiser choice.
Move!
So what we're going to do,
Protector of the weak.
Ubel's Southernhof there at Averheim.
Yes, my lord.
You can see here our Imperial Authority is 1 currently. We want that to be... Yeah, we're actually right in the good. So that's where we want to be. Imperial Authority. We have absolute supply lines. 2 indicators, and then the prestige indication, 135 this turn, so not too much. We're going to be able to do with diplomacy and other kinds.
Dare approach me, vile beasts.
So, the Blood Dragons, Wallach Harkin, tries to sue for peace, and we're going to counteroffer. We're going to throw that off the table, just X. So it does consider it to be rejected offer. So we do have prestige on this next turn to be able to spend, lucky enough. In the Empire, political power is often connected to economic prosperity. There's perhaps no group or organization that has a greater effect on economic prosperity across state borders than the Merchants Guild, the rumors being that many of the electors themselves are on their payroll. Using your gravitas, it may be possible for you to arrange favors for the patrons of the Merchants Guild, such as loosened regulations or tax cuts, in addition to more personal furtherances in return for their help in advancing your political standing, all at considerable cost, of course. Favors. Ambusher. Strange.
To the provinces. Awaiting orders.
And we can move against Karagazgaraz, that is being held by Emmeline von Deal.
Cast
It's a von Deal.
out. Death to the faithless.
And it looks like they have us outnumbered, but we are rocking some decent units. There we go. Razor Standard, armor piercing, weapon damage +10. I almost want to throw this on something else. Yeah, there we go, on one of the Imperial Foot Greatswords. Silvers nonetheless. So we are going to fight this battle. It looks like it's... So it's only it's 1 army against 2. For Emmeline von Deal having the advantage, but we have the better units, it's predicted. Lots of power. So this turns remaining until settlement surrenders. Start battle. So I think we're rocking about 1,200 or 1,300, and we're facing off against, I think it's like about 2,000, something like that. As you can see, we're grouped together. We're gonna start battle. Yeah, they look like they have
what do you
decent
think?
size.
Taking position.
Drake World's Crimson Defiance, put our bowmen together,
Spot as the target.
and missile infantry.
Yes, sir. Sigma Exultant. Take the ground. To battle.
And they are fleeing. trying to catch up. The enemy fleeing. There you can see the flagellants ringing bells. So we are walking here, 4 Imperial Foot, Great Swords, 2 Imperial Foot Regulars, 2 units Javelin Halberdiers, some Flagellants, 1 unit, 2 units for the Halberdiers. We also have 4 units Strakewold Crimson Defiance, Leopard Archers, Crossbow, and Pistoliers. The enemy, let's just throw down on slow motion here for a bit here and run down the army comp. So we've got some Black Knights, some Cavalry, you can see some Dire Wolves. This is going from the right flank to the left. So Sylvanian Halberdiers on their inner right flank. A couple units. They have some. They have another unit as well. A Skeleton Spearmen. They have some Skeleton Archers. In their center, we can see multiple Skeleton Archers here. 3 units. We also have Sylvanian Spearmen. So some humans are within this vampire army. Oskar zu Beisendorf. Great Sword Infantry is a special. Hiding behind the archers. We got some Skeleton Spearmen. We got some Skeleton Reapers. Spearmen, and right off to the left flank here we have the mounted skeletons. Fellbats as well. We're gonna move up. See the archers starting to hit. Get my pistoliers over on the left flank, get rid of those fellbats. Get these 2 archer units hitting those skeleton archers. Get the front line.
What do you bid? Show us the foe!
Yeah, we're gonna put them right in their grill.
Moving out!
Crimson Defiance are gonna secure the right flank. So this is Reichland against Blood Dragons. And you could see the Empire Pistoliers retreating from the Fellbats. They're kind of edging towards them. Continue to recorrect. The Skeleton Archers, Blood Dragons are trying to maneuver out of the way. It's Empire Archers bear down. See the Javelin Halberdiers move up. There we go. Reapers. Skeleton Reapers. Taking on Imperial Foot Great Swords and Javelin Halberdiers. Right in the center. And right around the line here, the Skeleton Spearmen. Taking on the Flagellants. More Reapers and Imperial Foot action. Left flank.
Show us the foe!
Sweeping motion of this Skeleton Spearman unit trying to flank. I don't think they have much to muster against this strong unit of the Empire.
Fight, men! Fight for our right to live!
Still see the Fellbats maneuvering, and they are going to go down here and attack. Just harassing around and maneuver off. One of our generals is way back here, and he is taking on the Fellbats. That is what is happening. Watch a wolf. Two-handed hammer. It's 2 hammers. It's a priest, I think. Lector, much Lector.
Ready for orders! For the Empire!
And my archer's getting attacked by mounted skeletons. You can see this. Archers bringing up their swords. As you can see, battle right on that right flank. Those Crimson Defiants holding back the Sylvanian Halberdiers, securing the right flank. The Imperial Foot and the Averland Halberdiers. It's like they move up here, and they're going to strike upon this cavalry with the skeleton mounted. That's not good for the Blood Dragons.
Quick march!
Oh, and then Direwolves charge right at them too. The Halberdiers giving chase to those mounted skeletons. Ooh, cav charge. See here on the left flank, Skeleton Reapers for the Blood Dragons, as well as Golden Spearmen, both wavering.
Soldiers of the Empire!
They did take a decent-sized chunk of this Imperial Foot Greatsword. It's almost half the unit. This Skeleton Spearmen are doing more than what some thought. It's definitely not too bad of an exchange feature. And another calf charge here. And mounted skeletons on the greatsword now. Doing some damage, shoring up. The Skeleton Spearmen are not retreating now from that charge.
Whoa! State troops!
So Skeleton Reapers are gone. We're able to shift our lines from the left flank and to roll right into the middle of the Sylvanian Spearmen, Skeleton Spearmen. You can see a huge bunch of Empire troops traversing, surrounding Blood Dragon melee infantry. Still have some skeleton archers as well, doing their thing.
Awaiting orders.
For the vampires.
Halberdiers.
And there is going to be this really beautiful charge for the Averland Halberdiers from the Empire, right behind against those Sylvanian Halberdiers. Now you got them trapped. Trapped.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
So 4 units of Crimson Defiance and Averland Halberdiers surrounding 2 Sylvanian Halberdiers and Skeleton Spearmen against the Blood Dragons. The Empire is winning this one out.
Taking position.
And a huge amount of archers still in play here. Finally broke through on that middle. It's the Spearmen retreating, broken. And then now the Empire troops are pursuing those skeleton archers.
Sigmar preserve us! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Ooh, general battle happening. So we have Emmeline von Deal, Lemian Vampire Lord, taking on Wygel Wolf. Vampire Lord against Archlector. Looks like Wygel Wolf is losing ever so subtly. We're gonna move back those Crimson Defiants, and one of them did end up retreating on those battles. The last conflict's taking place here. You can see right where the main battle took place. Blood Dragon archers being put to the test here as great swords. The Halberdiers catch up, grows, and then further on you can see another unit, Imperial Foot, taking on skeleton archers, as well as further along. We find our Pistoliers. There they are.
To battle!
We'll try and charge them towards.
Awaiting orders! Take the ground! Ulrich's wolves charge with us!
There we go. Groups of Defiance catch up and we've surrounded the enemy Vampire Lord. Oh, and she goes down. That's near victory. As those archers, one last archer unit, I think.
Withdraw! Moving now!
The Pistoliers did end up catching up to them. And they ended up routing.
For Heldenhammer!
Rebinding this last unit, breaking forth. That's victory. Let's take a look at the battle scars. And battle, Park victory. So 1340 deployed for the Empire, 614 lost, 726 remaining, and for the enemy, about 1600 deployed and only 66 remaining. $10.99 loot gained. We're gonna occupy it. So the Blood Dragons are down to one settlement. And they do, I think, have a full army on here. I know they got the 20 garrison. So we're gonna have to have I think we're gonna have to have two armies try and take that keep. Certainly take more.
I will marshal the band.
But we do have a second army here going to
To the
Weisenberg.
provinces.
And he's healing up fairly quickly.
Raise Sigma.
So one side is done. We'll send that second army over to Karagaskaras, and we'll bring both armies over to Bloodkeep. And that will be hopefully the end of the Blood Dragon's threat. Oh no, something scary right at our doorstep here. Beastmen. Kind of just sitting right near the Montfort. You can see the threat of chaos and corruption.
What does the Emperor bid?
Commandment, and it's the Altdorf one, so Host, Festig, Public Order, Untainted. I like the Untainted one. Sigmarite Dogma was a good one. Imperial Taxation might be good too. Imperial Taxation, I think. Oh, we got another two. A Grand Shield of Faith for Wija Wolf, and then also Honest Steel, Mighty Forge, Rally. I think we're going to go with technology. What are we going to choose here? I think local militia would be a good one to do. Trade and industry. Bravest, most accomplished warriors do not always come from among the nobility, but must get their start somewhere. Recruit rank +2 for infantry units. Recruitment cost -10% for infantry units. That's a good one. Intern?
Yes, son of Sigma.
Praise be to Sigma!
Jelly von Zerden.
Speak. I will hear you now. Be warned, my mood is dark.
Peace treaty, no. Decline. Electors go to war. So we have here side with Talbekland, side with Nordland. The rebel states of Talbekland and Nordland have been unable to reconcile their differences, and tensions have bubbled over into full-blown war. Elector Count Helmut Feuerbach of Talbekland has declared war on Nordland. What actions will you take? I can't do anything right now, so we're gonna have to do nothing. I don't want to be siding on either of them because I like both. So I do. Bamu again, still. So we did leave the Montfort at least.
Undeath Ascendant.
And Barrel Legion's another vampire faction as well. They're not at war with us. At least not that I think.
The lady grants you safe passage in these lands.
Impudent whelp!
So we're gonna try and do some diplomacy here.
Come then. Only Sigma's gone.
Agreed?
Trade agreement with Stirland.
Who calls?
Nordland.
Come then. Only Sigma's gone.
Yes.
Trade agreement as well. Nordland.
So,
Then we have Middenland.
Surely an agreement will be reached.
Non-aggression
No.
pact is not acceptable to them either. So
Honor before glory.
Honor before glory!
Protector, do you know who I am?
Nordland. So Nordland's
What?
Middenland. They are huge.
Valiant lord.
They're like
Yes.
9th strength.
yes, the Empire.
Sigma's will.
That's not Nordland, Middenland.
All right.
Interesting. Telebuckland is much stronger than
What?
Nordland. So if they do go to war, that's not going to be too good for Nordland. What are we doing here? So we're still healing up the one army,
What does
and
the
it's fairly
Emperor
healed
bid?
now. And they're just starting to raise an army in Blood Keep, so we might actually be able to do it with just the one army. I'm actually going to try and start
Sigmarite
traversing.
Archlector.
Send the other army over to Caracas-Garaz. And we're going to send an upgrade. What can we do here? Tutorial machinisms. Revelations. Enter.
Greetings from Sigmar.
And the Wood Elves have ended their non-aggression pact with me. So another one. What's your alliance? Negotiated Telebuckland
I
and
serve
Cadre.
Sigmar.
Peace negotiated. Clan Skyray, Lioness. Non-aggression pact broken. Reichland and Torgavan. So Elijah Wolf
Yes, my lord.
ends up suffering some attrition.
Pick up the pace.
Continue to try and move to
Forward. In
Blood
his
Keep.
name. To the provinces. It is for the best. To battle. The nation calls. Protector of the weak.
And that is some really bad attrition, so I'm actually going to pull back this Elijah Wolf.
I live to serve the Emperor.
Try to. turn again. Unassigned skill point. Wild-eyed. Only attack +6. Wog succeeds. Swept over its doomed victims, all shudder in fear of being the next to suffer this cruel fate. Turns to the Black Ocean. Okay, so what next?
I will marshal the men.
Following Sigmar's path.
Now,
So they are starting to muster up forces at Bloodkeep. They got half an army.
never.
Some decent units, I think. Well, Charkin
What
himself.
does the Emperor bid?
What orders?
Praise Sigmar.
By Sigmar. Honored to serve.
Yes, my lord. To the provinces.
Warrior of Sigmar.
So we give one turn to replenish, and then we're going to start to move to Bloodkeep. And they end up moving that full army. We're going to want to raise more units for Valmir White-Sunheimer, I think.
What does the Emperor bid?
Veteran Halberdiers. We get a lot of Halberdiers. And veteran Swordsman. Maybe we get the veteran Swordsman instead there.
Champion of the faith.
What? Onward!
So we start moving both armies. Wajah Wolf.
I will marshal the
Felix
men.
Orr. Move one more turn before he gets that keep. Maybe 2 more turns. And then we're building up an army too, because
my
I
lord.
think we're going to have to worry about... Over near Fort Sol. We're going to want to move this army out
Praise
next turn.
Sigmar.
Got some skill points. Devastating charge. Some creatures charge home with such fury the very ground shakes beneath their feet.
What does the Emperor bid? To the provinces. I will marshal the men.
Some research. Colonial factors. This joint stock enterprise, if the trade winds prevail, is bound to make both factors and shareholders filthy, stinking rich. Amen. Settlement upgrade available. Let's go there. End turn. Ooh, got some new quests. Beast Slayer. Maybe they're older one. Maybe they're not new. Green War. Be at war with the following factions. How long have we suffered these greenskins to live? This time has come to much war, but it only gives 200 prestige. To be true, that's fairly stinge. You'd think fighting a greenskins war, you think they'd give you more than just 200 prestige. The raging sea god, Stormfels, has gone missing, perhaps blown too far south by the arcane tempest that is consuming the world. With his absence, the great ocean is becalmed. The denizens of this world sense an opportunity. It is now no longer for the elves to dominate the seas alone. Other prowlers seek to ply the oceans, hunt for treasures, and expand their empires abroad. However, they must not mistake a calm sea for a safe one. There are still countless dangers lurking in the deeps.
Praise
Continue to move
Sigma.
towards Blood Keep. We might have to go march on this one.
I will do anything for
We
Sigma.
are able to move just a bit more.
Yes, my lord. To strengthen the Empire, Sigma compels us.
And of course, the Second Army
True servant
start
of
moving
Sigma.
downward south to Fort Sol.
Praise be to Sigma. My journey begins.
Whoa,
Ever onward.
different one.
To the
You can actually
provinces.
combine two armies here and have enough to be able to combat that one Blood Dragon army that is supposedly on the way here. There it is.
Ready to serve. I serve the
They're going to meet at
Heldenhammer.
Friedorf, combine their armies. And then we're going to assault Blood Keep probably around the same time. Unless he maneuvers backwards to Blood Keep to try and defend it. That being Watch Harkin. And he does. He does move that army backwards. So yeah, it's going to be more difficult to try and take that keep. You find out that a cargo ship containing treasure rightfully belonging to you, plundered by your very own men from the temple cities of Lustria, had recently arrived in Marienburg. The cargo ship was not of your state, however. Its crew had claimed the plunder as salvage after your own prized transport galleon shipwrecked on some uncharted rocky isles out in the great ocean. You send your retinue to Marienburg to forcibly claim what you consider to be rightfully yours, which will at least cover the cost of your lost galleon. Upon arriving, however, they discover the cargo ship containing your treasure belongs to Ostermark. Take the treasure. Well, whatever. You took the treasure from Ostermark. I did. I wanted to. To be true. World Walkers and Wintertooth Confederation to eschew diplomacy. And both armies.
I will marshal the men.
Here to serve. Moving out. Going forth. Guided by Sigma. To battle.
So we're going to wait here. We're going to continue siege, and it looks like they got the numbers.
Purge the heretics!
That second army, is that
Sigmar
going to
is
be
with
enough to
us!
overtake this? Because that is a large amount.
Praise Sigmar. Step to it! We march!
By Sigmar!
No, it says 2 armies are not going to be able to take this, so I want to break siege
Faith
then.
shields us!
Travel back
Yes, my lord.
towards
I cannot comply.
Aragaskaraz.
Death to the faithless! Heldenhammer! The Empire! For the Emperor! Cast evil out! Awaiting orders. I go where I'm needed.
Of course, those 2 armies that are trying
What
to
does the
combine near
Emperor bid?
Fydorf. That might be
Servant
the
of the
3rd
faith.
army that's going to be able to take Blood Keep, and there still is a 2nd army. Blood Dragon, so they got 2 armies now. We're going to have to fight a Blood Dragon army even to get that 3rd army to take Blood Keep. Combine them together.
I will go. Sigmarite Archlector,
March
ever
towards that
onward.
entrance. Skill point, Emerald Blaze. Fervent, Untainted +2. Ulrich Brandt. We got Fervent again, Untainted +2. Settlement upgrade. Grunberg. Enter. That moment where he gets stuck for too long during a content recording on the campaign map.
You dare approach me, vile beast.
He keeps suing Blood Dragons for peace treaty, and I'm not hearing it.
By the
Scar.
comet.
The Blood Axe tribe. Where's Mufasa? That's what I wanted to say.
Protector of the weak.
And we can attack Bloodkeep right now, and there isn't that army next to it, so
To the
yeah,
provinces.
we might be able to get a good one here. Right
Let
now.
us move.
True servant of Sigmar. Death to the faithless.
And still, it says that we won't win it. So we're
Going
break siege
for.
here. We need to get these armies out of
Champion of the faith.
I will marshal the band. On march!
harm's way.
Ever vigilant. Following Sigmar's path. I go where I'm needed.
That second Blood Dragon army is elusive, nowhere to be seen.
My journey begins.
Oops. Turn.
I am Karl Franz.
Midland is going to offer us 750 for military access, and I will accept that. Let's go. And it looks like they're trying to send some armies over to Blood Dragon, Blood Keep, Blood Dragon Keep. And one of their heroes ended up hindering our movements. So again, still stuck in that pass and garnering attrition.
Sigmarite Archlector.
Elector Count Boris Todman has brazenly announced succession of Midland from the Empire, declaring the state's total independency. You can oppose Midland's independence with military action and declare war. Alternatively, the user becomes power to gather support and stop their succession without bloodshed. Rally political support, and the Blooded Axe tribe is down. So Scar might have lost that battle there, even though a few remaining, and a huge army right near Montfort earlier.
Protector of the weak.
Ready. Moving off.
I serve Sigmar.
We are going to sit in ambush stance, I think. So
Your
we're trying to
word
get
is
through
my
here.
command.
We're going to ambush them. 2,000. So we got Bordeaux and Midland.
The Empire!
Right next door. Well, let's try and do some diplomacy here for a bit. Elector counts, and we do have positions to be able to place certain people. Went to the elector counts, and we do have some strange within. To be true, we have some wood elves, and we also have some dwarves.
Ready.
Who own the dwarves own 2 of the elector counts positions. Betschafen and Wolfenberg.
You called?
And then Salzenmund, owned by the Wood Elves, so that's kind of a bit strange. We've got 2 open positions here. And I think Mary Broilbuck would be good. Put him right there. For some reason, it's not open to Mary Broilbuck. We can do it to ML Blaze.
I will.
And Felix Orr will choose
Sigmar's will. Very well.
Or maybe not Felix Orr. Jesus. Maybe Valmir of Whitesenhammer. Oh, we can leave both. That's fine. Felix Orr.
Indeed.
Emil Blaze.
Yes. Sigmar's will. All right. Yes.
Who calls? Yes? So? What?
So go to diplomacy. Let's see what we can do.
Who calls?
Ostermark.
I will listen,
no
but my
aggression
time is...
Fine. Yes? It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day. So be it.
And Boris Todbringer. Bring him into the fold. You're getting a trade agreement. Another.
The Empire. By Sigmar's will.
The Empire is fairly well put together here.
Onward! So reckon in these dark times, we should stand together. Pointless! And smack-ack!
I already heard you. I'm recording right now.
Praise Sigmar.
True servant of Sigmar.
Magic resistance.
Champion of the faith. Moving out!
Yes, my lord. No, not until Hexenstad.
So we almost get to Karakazkaraz, which ends up being a bit of a godsend.
Praise be to Sigmar!
And we start raising... Oh no, we start building more stuff, I think. I think we're going to wait for Castle Reichsguard. Once it gets up to level 4, we already have that. So what does it take to build that then? It provides Reichsguard Imperial Foot and Imperial Foot Greatsword. That's for recruitment. I don't even know if we need that though. So Reichsguard headquarters would be good. Imperial Palace. Research available, combustion agent, clergy of Sigmar. There we go. One god, one way, many agents to guarantee compliance in defense of the faith. Hero recruit rank +3 for warrior priests. Hero recruit rank +3 for witch hunters. +2 on tainted faction wide. I like that. In turn.
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Tyrion wants a trade agreement, and we agree. And he is rank 3. Well, another one is the fact that the gods in depiction in regards to Warhammer lore and Warhammer world, that there is spiritual regarding, and that there is real gods pertaining, some of which, in regards to description, it's been written about on this physical planet Earth.
Servant of
really
the
cool
faith,
about it.
guided by Sigmar, Sigmarite Archlector.
Well, as a psychic, I've noted many different kinds of energies, though.
Take up the pace!
I felt like different kinds of energies were like spirituals.
Protector of the weak.
I think that what some would consider and classify as gods, I felt some of those energies come around me before. So. But some of the discussion has let know that that sort of stuff doesn't just potentially exist, but that it does exist. And that there is wood elves and high elves, and that there is those leaders and gods depicted and let known of through Warhammer lore on this physical, on this earth-based, and that there is spiritual regarding that really exists.
So,
champion of the faith.
Some say there's actually there's potentially physical that exists regarding. Okay, that one is. Some other planet in space that's like there's a bunch of wood elves. All right, then fine. There's that one, but then there's others. You never know. You never know if there is.
Greetings from Sigmar.
And then we get another contact from the High Elves. This one from Valen. Another trade agreement. So the High Elves are reaching out. Protect trusted officials. One of your top advisors has suggested a way to increase your political standing with the Empire. Though you do not command all military activities in faraway lands personally, it is possible to have each state's annals updated to attribute past military victories to your own involvement and frame yourself as an inspirational military leader. To achieve this, you must contact your most trusted officials in each state and pull a lot of clandestine political strings. No small feat, but the fruits of such labor could be highly beneficial to you in the long run, so we do nothing. So we're still at 838 coin, 2,720 right now. And I don't know how he lost half his army already. The amount in the army itself, they're probably having to disband certain armies to keep enough coin to reach her. They only got 626 income to maintain two full armies was probably causing problems. They got half an army now at Bloodkeep, and I ended up retreating backwards to get my
Step to it!
To get my troops replenished on those two armies.
True servant of Sigmar.
Almost fully replenished, and we got that third army on the other side of it. There's like this pass that goes right through, and it's right up against some of the main territories for the Empire. You can see Nuln, Heisenberg, Dottenbuck, and there's just this entrance through this mountain area, and of course right in the middle of it, it takes like 3 turns to get to the middle of it. There's Bloodkeep right in the middle, and to get there you have to suffer attrition, losing men by the time you get there. But on either side I have them corralled in, and they did take Fester Spike, so they ended up attacking the High Elves. That's what they ended up attacking. So, or it was the Wood Elves. It was the Wood Elves. They ended up attacking the Wood Elves.
Praise be to Sigmar. I will go.
And that's where their army is. Fester Spike.
Protector of the weak. Sigmar is with us!
There is their second army.
What does the Emperor bid?
Sigmarite Archlector.
Dwarf. We're gonna build one of those. We continue to build toll gates. Try and get more money flowing into the Empire. Assigned skill point Mary Broyerbuck. Greenleaf battle robes. Dried and treated tobacco from the greenleaf plantations are woven into impossible robes showcasing various runes of protection. Plus 10% speed, 10% ward save, tribute, perfect vigor. Even when performing the most fatiguing actions, this unit never loses vigor. Very good. I like that one, and then tenacity, hit points. Ooh, but I can do impassion. That gives plus 12 defense. I think I'll choose that one. Then we also go here. Destroy the heart. Full plate armor. Or Maternus Southernhof. Seems to be a marksman. So I'm gonna go down the line here on this marksman and try and outfit him with some archers to be true. It's Maternus Southernhof. More horse and suit saying enter. Ooh. And the Blood Dragons end up attacking. Wallach Harkin taking on Ubel Southernhof. It's fairly interesting balance of power. Go either way here, and they got some decent units, man. We're gonna see. Like battle. Battle of Fester Spike. Lucky enough, the enemy was a little bit beaten up here. Half health and low health on some of their units. I think gives us a bit of an advantage. Okay. We have 7 units veteran halberdiers, 3 units imperial greatswords, a armored swordsman, 1 unit, and then 3 units crimson defiance, along with a swordsman unit and spearman. We have a witch hunter and an archlector in general. We have 2 archer units. Start battle.
Halberdiers!
We'll bring up the halberdiers. They're going to start marching towards us as well.
Our weapons are yours! Understood! What do you bid? Formation!
With our generals and heroes on
Ready
the
to
flanks.
serve! Halberdiers!
So our halberdiers get into position.
For Heldenhammer!
We form a line here. I want to throw on slow motion here, just as they start to pass the buck. Start to attack the front lines. Our halberdiers in position. The left flank getting attacked by Sylvanian swordsmen, halberdiers, spearmen. 2 units for the swords, 2 units for the halberdiers, and 1 unit spearmen in the middle. You can see more spearmen, more swordsmen, more halberdiers. They also have some black guards. Those heavy halberdiers that we see. Not too many skeleton units. You have some archers, some skeleton spearmen, but other than that... Oh, they do have a Vargulf, though. Look at that. I did not see that. So that's a bit hefty. If we can get... Oh, and they do have Vargheists. Taking on one of our generals. Yeah. Would that be Ubel's Southernhof? Yeah. All across the line here. Getting attacked.
Ready for war! By Ulrich's wrath! For France! Swordsmen! Charge!
So we're able to maneuver.
Accuse them!
We send in our swordsmen right behind our halberdiers. They're holding that line. It becomes very deadly for them. Blood dragons in this instance. This is Reichland against blood dragons, as it's been the past 3-4 episodes.
Get them! We will kill them all!
Across this straight line. You can see right flank Vargheists slam into some of the halberdiers taking on the Vargheists, this huge monster, and it looked like that's not looking good. The amount of damage.
Awaiting your command!
But the Vargheists are almost down. There are 2 units left. The archers are going down. They do some damage, man.
Fight, men!
Beasts.
For our right to live!
Oh, and they're down. So the Vargheist is alone now. He still is. A third of the health left. This right flank, this veteran halberdiers, holding back 2 units. Swordsman and spearman shored up with armored swordsman.
Ready for orders!
So that right flank beat up fairly well right in the middle, evenly matched. And on the left flank, the Empire is winning.
As long as we outnumber them, we will hold! Halberdiers!
Where's the halberdier unit straight into the lantern? Slam into them.
Understood!
Blood dragons, Sylvanian halberdiers trapped on the left flank. Further along. More of a fighting chance, but the right flank, the Vargheist is down. He was taken out, so this rabble of Empire now charging. towards the middle of the enemy position. See Wall charging too with his scary horse. Pretty much. Aggressive.
They are wavering!
The Emperor on the right flank here, just outmatched of some of the units fleeing spearmen.
Halberdiers! Understood!
And once that swordsman halberdier on the left flank, once they're done, it looks like they're almost done. They make a shift and roll over on the enemy.
Crossbowmen! Sigma, guide our fire! Our weapons are yours!
Look at our archers. Just at that skeleton archer unit.
Crossbows ready, General! State troops ready!
So we are able to move the left
We
flank
serve the
and
Emperor!
slam right into the next grouping of enemy right next door. Just a large amount of troops slamming the purple.
Die, traitor!
Sabine, Arquebusier, and Swordsman.
We outnumber them! We will hold!
Fight, men! Fight for our right to live!
They are wavering!
The gods have abandoned us!
And we can send both our hero and our general towards
Run!
Philip Harkin, and looks like Ubel is already in battle.
Soldiers of the Empire!
Spearmen! Sigmar calls! Yes, sir! Charge! Yes, my lord!
Sigmar calls!
We obey! Swordsman!
Sir, for the Warhammer!
Understood? Swordsman! For the Warhammer!
Group up here in this formation against the
We obey!
One of the
The
mods that
Helden
we're
Hammer!
walking right
The Helden Hammer!
now really helps. When
What do you
having
think?
help in some units.
Yes, General! Beware!
There's a lot more fighting spirit now. Just gotta set the time.
Crossbowmen! At speed! We are ready! Sigma! Guide our fire!
Small grouping. 3 units.
Don't give them an
Units
inch!
on that right flank, just like trying to hold back that fold 4 or 5 units of Empire.
Don't stop until they're all dead!
Again, my great swords of the Empire, but
Fight
short
for our
swords.
right to live!
Some spear. I think you have halberdiers. They have the archers. It's on that left flank too. Just dragons doing a whole
Sigma! Preserve us!
Die, traitor! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Of course, Walt Harkin still bothering the lines. It hasn't gone down too much health. Just a small sliver.
Take the ground!
Sigmar commands! For the twin-tailed comet! Halberdiers! Sir! For the twin-tailed comet! State troops ready!
So it ended up turning into basically 2 conflicts, one on the right flank, one on the left flank. Unraveling.
They will pay!
667 against 150. Looks like we're winning this. Warriors are around.
Crossbows ready, General!
Sigmar exultant!
One last charge over on that right flank.
Take their heads!
And this one has been, these 4 units have been fighting since the beginning of the game. Veteran halberdiers and armed swordsmen against Sylvanian swordsmen and Sylvanian spearmen. And it really has come down to this. Really even
Fight, man!
45
Fight for our
on
right
one side.
to live!
And only 10 on the other. The other one, I guess they crumbled? Used to be 2 units right there. No, I guess the unit was vanquished right when I was falling. 8 against
They are wavering!
43. The Empire wins.
Ulrich's wolves
Really
charge
close.
with us! Battle ready! At once!
Blackguard halberdiers remaining charged.
Soldiers of the Empire!
And everyone else in the left flank is going to be chasing Will Carnacum.
Pick them off!
As we watch the remainder of these guards. Look the sword.
Hold on, hammer! Ulrich! Crossbowman! Sir! Quick march! Smash them aside! The Empire endures!
Prepare for combat! For Heldenhammer!
Moving now! Like all morals! The Empire endures! Ulrich!
These blackguards really weren't messing around at all. They're a tough unit.
Come lads! Slay
Nice
us!
formation
Make
as
me
well.
proud of the province! Don't let the zombies fight! Death to the enemy! They are wavering! For Heldenhammer!
Just the enemy general is alive and remaining.
Awaiting orders! Take position! Understood! Attack! Faith is my shield! For the Emperor! We are Sigmar's heirs! Save ammunition! Kill them! The rest will fall away!
See our troops here trying to chase this general.
Heinrich just got back up!
Goes up in the sky again with that flying horse. It's like a skeleton horse that's
Halberdiers!
barely meat and bones wagging.
Stop them!
He keeps healing. We're hit on fast forward here and try and take this general out, but this is going to be interesting if he ends up winning this. 510 units against 1. See the amount of troops. We're losing to try and take it. 6 against 1. And he's starting to waver here. Down to half health.
Take that, head! We are Sigmar's heirs! Kill everything! Bring them to their knees! None shall live! Keep your heads down there! Yes! Heading out! For the twin-tailed
Tries
puppet!
attacking the archers.
Not just one! Prepare for combat! Formation! March!
End up catching up to him as he tries to take on this Leopard's hunters. General's reacts too. He gets hit hard. General's almost got it.
Arch Lector!
He is damage sustained.
Behold! Withdraw! Silver Hammer! We will kill them all! The gods have abandoned us! Don't let the zombies find us!
Take a look at some of the battle damage.
State troops ready! As long as we draw breath, they will die! Sigmar demands blood! Ulrich's teeth! Retreat!
Ah, he just gets out of there, and he lands back down again. There we go. Finally, Wallachhaken is defeated in battle. So 1578 deployed, 1,112 lost, 466 remaining. The enemy deploys 900, loses 900, and Wallachhaken gets 220 kills. And that was a scrappy win. We are going to pardon the captives. It looks like the Wood Elves are going to be going to war with Bretonian States, Lioness, Artois, and below. We have 2 armies there, Bloodkeep's right there, and we
Champion of the Faith!
attack Fester Spike.
Death to the faithless! The Empire!
We would not win that, so we're gonna break siege.
I will go.
And we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Praise be to Sigmar!
So he's gonna retreat his army.
I go where I'm needed.
Fight off. Nuln definitely increases the speed. Nuln should be like a level 4 city.
Protector of the weak.
Karagaz coming. So both our armies here healing up, and we're gonna try not to make another run at Bloodkeep. That's probably gonna be next episode, though. We did end up defeating the general in the south. We do have 2 two areas, Bloodkeep and Fester Spike in the south. Yeah, thank you for joining.